The media is starting to go crazy about LeBron James. Many are now starting to admit he's not what he used to be, but that should be known by pretty much everyone by now. Today on ESPN, the talk is that he's going to get traded. That's kind of crazy thought of itself. But now, due to the Lakers changing their ownership and the new owners having their vision without LeBron and LeBron having no influence on the team's future, it's kind of getting weird over there. I mean, it has to be getting really weird, especially for LeBron James, right? I mean, the guy is so used to being in the center of attention, and maybe he still is because the media is talking about him, but this is different. This is the opposite side. The talk is that the team he's on, the Lakers, don't really want him and the baggage that he carries. Now, let me show you a quick clip from ESPN of Evan Cohen, the co-host of Unsportsmanlike on ESPN Radio, and Brian Windhorst, talking exactly about that situation. You're going to want to hear this. But first, welcome. My name is Paul, and this is The Basketball Show, where I talk today's NBA, current events, news, players, and more. All completely unbiased, even though some people disagree, because any opposing opinion to weak people is pretty much always hating. Truth is truth, and I try to stand by that. Here's the clip.
I am telling you right now, as we sit here today, it feels like LeBron James is going to get traded. I have never felt this way in my entire basketball fan life or media career, that he was going to get traded. All signs are pointing towards this possibly happening. And I know every NBA insider is going to say, you're ridiculous, this is not going to happen. And I'm sure they're probably right and I'm probably wrong. But if I didn't know the history of LeBron James and you didn't know the history of LeBron James, and we're just looking at what we know since Sunday and what the teams are that we are guesstimating he could want to go to, it feels like he's going to get traded.
He left it open in a way that I've never seen him leave it open, okay? In addition, you talk about the teams that hypothetically could put together a deal for him that he would approve with the no-trade clause going to. And I think about teams like Golden State, I think about Dallas, I think about New York, maybe back to Miami, less so about Cleveland because of the difficulty of the deal. And those teams have done literally nothing to jeopardize the chance of acquiring him.
Announced via Shams that LeBron was opting into his contract. Obviously, those comments could be taken a lot of different ways. They were nebulous, almost by design. When the idea of a trade came up, I slammed the door on it and said, first off, LeBron wants to be a Laker. If he didn't want to be a Laker, he opted out. He has a no-trade clause. Everything that Bontemps just said. Over the last 3 days, I have unlocked the door. I wouldn't say that I'm opening the door. I would just say I've unlocked the door. The door I slammed and locked on Sunday, I'm not 100% sure. And that is because my conversations over the last 3 days have crystallized that the Lakers are essentially viewing LeBron as an expiring contract. And that may sound like a toss-off statement, but that's not insignificant. LeBron has never been an expiring contract, quite literally. Never in his 23-year career, over the 9 contracts he's signed, over all the different teams he's been on, he's never been on the last year of his contract. He's never been 40 years old. He's never not been the franchise player on his team. But I'm just unlocking the door because I'm not as convinced as before of its impossibility.
Now, a few days ago, Rich Paul came out and strongly stated that LeBron wants to compete for championships still, which, the championships give you rings, which LeBron James also recently said that they don't matter. So go figure. There are rumors of a few teams LeBron might be traded to, and one of them is, New York Knicks. I'm a Knicks fan, and I don't want this guy anywhere near my Knicks, ever. I don't want his drama and the circus and hypocrisy he brings with him. I don't want his fakeness and all that. I just want him to stay away from my Knicks, and I'm asking the Knicks directly, do not trade for this guy, or after over 30 years of being a loyal fan, I'm going to literally step away for the time he would be there and support another team. LeBron was always treated like the main guy, and now it seems all that is slipping away from him. And the Lakers, don't seem to want him on the team anymore. This might be the first time he is not wanted on the team he's on. Now, of course, if the Lakers wanted to trade him, he would have to approve the deal, as he does have a no-trade clause. Now, we just saw the Bucks waive Damian Lillard with $113 million remaining on his contract. Now, wouldn't it be something if LeBron simply got waived? Damn, that would hurt his ego. If the Lakers don't want him, they most likely will try to get some value for him. So most likely they won't waive him, but it could happen. But how much is Bron worth at 41 years old while pacing himself during gameplay? The Knicks don't need to draw fans to the arena, as they have a very loyal fan base, and I know something about that. Now, the real Knicks fans don't want this man anywhere near the team anyway. The Knicks just got a new coach. Evan Cohen, the guy you just heard, says straight out that it never felt like this before to him, but now it feels very much like the Lakers were trade LeBron James. Windy also chimed in here as well and said that if LeBron wanted to go to a different team, he would have opted out. But that doesn't make, any sense to me. Why? Who the hell is going to offer him more than $52 million for a season? Who? That's the reason he opted in, to get that money. He might have waited this long to see if something might be in the works to make the team a lot stronger, and maybe he would have opted out and gotten a little bit less money to help the team. But that would have probably been possible with Jeannie Buss. But she's gone now, and the Lakers have different plans, and he caught on to that, so he opted in to secure his payday. Now he knows he can't just get traded if the Lakers don't want him, and he can veto any trade. But if something interesting is presented to him, like Golden State or New York, maybe he would actually okay the trade. He gave himself better options now because he still can veto the trade or go to another team, but he's gonna get his $52 million anyway, whatever happens. Now, in this situation, there is also the Bronny part. We know LeBron wants to keep his son next to him at all costs. If there's a trade, Bronny might have to be in it as well. And if he's not, LeBron might simply just veto it. That's another part that's in play here. So this is not as easy as many people think, and I personally don't see it happening due to the amount of money he's getting paid. But after Luka getting traded and Lillard getting waived, it has become apparent that there is nothing that's impossible for teams to do if they want to move forward and go in another direction. Now, the good thing for another team that would take him on is the case that he has those $52 million as an expiring salary. So a team might just do it for that. Give themselves a chance and see if he helps them win for that one season. Great. If not, then we have $52 million coming off the books. Nothing wrong here at all for the team getting him. And the Lakers might also just have him play this contract out and do exactly the same thing. Use his contract coming off the books for next season to position themselves better to possibly get someone and, pair them with Luka and compete. There's a lot of ways this could go for sure, but no one knows until it happens. Now, question, what do you guys think about this? LeBron gets traded, or the Lakers simply play out his contract and be happy about him leaving after the season? I wonder what JJ Redick thinks about this as well, because he's put kind of in a position that, he was probably told and thought the team was going in a different direction under Jeannie Buss, but now new management is in town. So let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video as always. Peace.